was the lead at the half? They went down the wrong score. 20. I'm ready. Am I okay to come up? As we start the third quarter of play, interesting that Shorecrest, who only had 5 points to their name in the first quarter, put up 15 in the second, and then in the third, after 10 unanswered, 19 points in the third quarter. The Grizzlies seem pretty stable with 13 in the first and then 12 both in the second quarter and third quarter to get us where we are right now, and that's a 2-point Scots advantage, 39-37. But the Grizz are going to have to put a little extra on this quarter if they want to come out on top. As Lawson takes it in, there's the kick out to Megaway. No, misses that one. Nato with the offensive rebound and the putback. And he's doing some damage, especially on that left-hand side. Knows exactly where that ball is going to fall short. And he's got 7 in the half, 9 for the game. Masamba Nato. And there's a foul as Trey Chambers will head in on that right-hand side. Drew some body, some contact. Was able to get the big man in the air. Kelly has 3 fouls. Underneath with the right hand, no good. Offensive rebound. Guffey will clear it right back out to Neal. Neal, left-hand dribble, being guarded heavily by Lawson, and has that body right on him. And now the call as he takes the shot along the short corner baseline left. That is against Masamba Nato, his 3rd personal foul. And head coach Jim Wilson going more with the height with Nato and Kelly underneath. That is not how they started the ball game. Neal hits the free throw. 14, now 15 points for the senior Luke Neal. And a 30-second timeout being called by Jim Wilson to talk things over and how they're going to play the defense with a 2-point deficit right now, 41-39. Tonight around the lead, Kamiak is at Mariner. Linwood at Edmonds Woodway, Mount Vernon at Monroe, Everett at Oak Harbor, Stanwood at Marysville Getchell. So league play has begun. The first of a whole slew, of course, as we get into the Christmas time, and a couple of non-league games perhaps around the Christmas time, the tournament time, and Shorecrest will play in the Bothell tournament 2 days after Christmas, starting the 27th of December, and the Glacier Peak team will go to the Bellevue College Holiday Tournament. That starts Saturday, December 28th. So a couple of non-league games still remain, but you can bet the rest of the way it'll be heavy dose of league play, and that's of course what these teams are preparing for in these preseason games, which are both 3-1 and have played some pretty good competition, but still just seem to be a little bit unpolished. Both squads, a bevy of turnovers coming in, especially in that first quarter by both teams. Here's the short corner jump shot, rolls off the far side. It was a nice look by Chelsvik, and now a miss on the other end. So not quite the thunder and lightning coming out of the locker room to start the half. And there's the shot with the right hand on the left-hand side of the key by Nick Allen. He'll count it. He's fouled, will go to that free throw stripe, and he had 3 green jerseys bearing down on him. All he had to do was finish, and that will be 4 personal fouls against Masamba Nato. And that will hurt the Scots, you can bet. Free throw is good. And that's Guffey with the three-point play. And he's on the board for the first time, the sophomore. Oishi enters the ball game. On the floor for the Scots now, bringing up the ball is Zach Lawson. They've got Megaway, Kelly, Hofstrand, and Oishi in the ball game tonight at the 6-minute mark. And for the Grizzlies, Neal, Allen, Guffey, and the tip there knocked away by Chambers. And I'm missing one. Chelsvik also on the floor for the Grizz. Glacier Peak now has Chelsvik looking in. The senior will give it off to Luke Neal, the point guard. There's the three on the waist. Chambers, a back iron. And then the top of the backboard. Oishi at 5'8" rips down the defensive board. Perhaps the smallest man on the court goes between three Grizzlies. Comes away with leather. 17 foul, but into his third personal foul is Ty Chelsvik. And Deborah Michael comes back in, replacing Lawson. And now the shot off the mark. Oishi couldn't extend enough of that right hand to get it to fall. Looked like he short-armed it just a bit. And it's 42-41. Grizzlies with the lead after the three-point play by Justin Guffey a trip ago. Here's Allen. Kick out. Chambers with it. Short corner jump shot. No good. He's had two good looks at him. Now tries to throw it up. Nick Allen with the offensive rebound and the putback. Will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Hofstrad's second personal foul. And the Scott senior kind of tagging on the shorts a little bit down low. You wouldn't think about I guess this is the fifth game of the season in, you would have any kind of conditioning problems. Usually those are at the beginning of the season and then immediately following Christmas break, the few days that you get off, which is why many of these teams play those Christmas tournaments, to make sure that you can keep those legs in some kind of conditioning. There's the shot. It is good. And Allen.
I tell you, we're covering the Snohomish tournament.
You are covering the Snohomish tournament. We are covering the Snohomish tournament right here on STSPN. There's a wild shot on the right-hand side. No good. Rebound. Guffey. Here comes Neal. Draws the double team. And has it knocked away, trying to get over the top of Hofstrad is Justin Guffey, but Hofstrad doing a very nice job of just sealing off the lane and not letting the sophomore have any angle at the basketball once it left his hands on the tip. Oishi got the screen, the high screen from Hofstrad. Now Gebermichael dribbles in, looks for the Oishi out top. He'll drop back, has Guffey guarding. Into the weave they go. Hofstad lost it for a second. Now Oishi will try to get it with 10 seconds to go. A little shake, little bake, picked away. Southern had a hand on it. Now they'll give it to Guffey. Guffey with a kick back to Southern. Two-hand reverse lay-in on the left-hand side. Brady Southern, 45-41. Grizzlies with that 4-point lead. And that's transition basketball. Got the pick, got the big man out there in front leading the way. And a little help from me, a little help from you, and we've got ourselves a 4-point advantage with 4:27 to go. Grizzlies coming out to play in that fourth quarter.
Stay off the playing surface until the players and officials have cleared the surface.
Southern has 5 points tonight. And he's had to earn a lot of them down low and having guys hanging all over that jersey wearing number 10. A lot of green baggage he's had to shed in order to get one a beautiful up and under. And that one just straight at the rack, but by the time he got in, realized he was a little off balance, turned around with two hands, just ripped it right over his head, very much in control. and put it home for his fifth point of the night. And of course, most importantly for the Grizzlies, the lead, having been down by 2 points, 39-37 at the break at the third quarter, have been able to storm right back and put up 8 points quickly. 2 points allowed so far by the Grizzlies here in the fourth quarter of play. And there's 4 and change remaining. Oishi, dribble drive with the left hand, that's a foul. And that will be Guffey's fourth. Ouch. Guffey, a very adept defender, the 6'1" sophomore. He's got those quick feet that can almost match Kanani Oishi's footwork. And he misses the free throw. Hofstad with a rebound and the putback. He's fouled. Count the bucket. And now Allen will be in trouble with fouls also. 4 on Nick Allen. So Guffey with 4, Allen with 4. And Hofstad continues the shooting woes for the Scots. It's 45-43. 2-point advantage for the Grizz. Here comes Neal. Reverse pivot, now dribbles it right back. We'll reload the offense down to Allen. And we've got a hold call by Daniel Gebermichael, his second personal foul. We'll send Trey Chambers to the other side of the free throw stripe. The Scots will be in double bonus. And one-on-one time in the bonus. Neither team can really take advantage of the freebies. The charity stripe has been anything but tonight. And if you're shooting free throws with any kind of clip worthy of a varsity basketball team, you've won this ball game. I can tell you that before the end. We'll see how it plays out and if anybody can regroup and actually put the ball in the bottom of the net. There's a foul call. That will go against Nick Allen. That is it. He is done. I thought he slid by before the foul call. Daniel Gebermichael coming through on a screen. And Allen just trying to fight over the top, kind of gets him with the elbow, and then he will be checking out of the ball game. Allen, 7 points in the first half, will leave with 13 on the night. And with 3:35 to go, Masamba Nyado comes back in to play the part down low for the Scots. There's the free throw by Gebermichael, his first points tonight. And it's a 1-point ball game. Scots can tie it here with a free throw. And it is no good. Foul call. Benny Ortega with his third personal foul, and free throws the name of the game. And with the way teams have been putting the hand checks and the bumps underneath, they're easy whistles to make. There's no question about it. As Guffey hits the free throw. The sophomore with 4 points tonight has 2 free throws. Make it 3. 47-44 with 3:32 to go here in the ball game. Glacier Peak goes back into that man-to-man defense that they've employed pretty much all night long. Now Gebermichael to Ortega. Left-hand side to Hofstad. Now they dump it down underneath. The big man to the rack with the right. Nyado only 2 points in the first half. Has 9 in the second. 47-46. Grizzlies by 1. Getting time that part of the ball game. Nyado with the block. Here goes Gebermichael. Oishi with it. Ortega wants to reset. Gabermichael. Skip pass now. 18 on the shot clock. Here's Gabermichael right to the rack with a runner. Right hand. He's got 3. And the Scots take the lead in the 4th. 2:20 remain. Southern. Chambers wants to take it. Gets the man in the air, and that's going to be a foul every single time. Gabermichael will pick up foul number 3 and send Chambers to the line.
Going to the line to shoot 2 for Glacier. Number 25.
Chambers has 10 tonight. He's been the Grizzlies' leading scorer so far this season and makes good on the first of 2. Luke Neal leads all scorers with 14. Second one on the way, it is in. And Chambers puts his Grizzlies on top by 1. Here come the Scots. This is high school basketball. This is what you like to play right here. 1-point ball game. It's anybody's game coming down to the last 2 minutes. 3 on the way, no good. Gabermichael almost got his 4th foul, but it's cleared by Guffey, and here come the Grizzlies with a chance to extend the lead. 1:45 to go now as Luke Neal patiently brings in the half-court offense. Guffey, right-hand dribble. Here's the 3 on the way. No good, but he is fouled beyond the arc. Gabermichael got him tagged as he went up for the shot. A quick one by Trey Chambers. He's got such a great quick release. He caught that one on one hesitation, went straight in the air for the 3. And that will be it for Daniel Gabermichael. Played a great game on defense, but not a great way to leave when you put the guy who can do some damage from the free throw line for 3 of them. Chambers hits the first. He's got 2 more and a 2-point lead now. Grizzlies on top 50-48. And sometimes all it takes is just a little rhythm. And you give a guy 3 free throws, he's going to find some rhythm. Of course, as soon as I say that, he hits every side of the iron before it falls. He's got 5 free throws on the night. 52-48. Oishi will kick it back out. Here's Megaway for 3. No. Rebound Neal. And he will slow things down with 1:18 to go. Chambers. He wants to take it in. There's the foul, the hand check on Oishi. He's got 3. And they will send Trey Chambers back to the free throw line. And if you're not comfortable by now, and you're Trey Chambers, haven't been out on the garage free throws shooting as a kid long enough. Because, boy, he's been there all night long. Got to get out in that driveway. 7th and 8th grade. You can bet that Trey Chambers has seen his share. 54-48, the 6-point lead with 1:08 to go. There's the over everyone great lead pass by Zach Lawson to find Inado. 4-point lead, 2-possession game now. Everybody will get 1 more at least. And the Grizzlies content now just to run a little clock off. Back to Neal. I'll tell you, at the end of this shot clock, I want to get the ball in the hands of Trey Chambers and make him fouled. And that doesn't help at all. Luke Neal with a carry will give the ball back to the Scots. And Shorecrest wants to talk out how we're going to get 4 more points, says Jim Wilson, in the next 34.9 seconds to go. It's a 2-possession game. You don't need the 3, you need the points.
So if you're a coach, what are you going to do?
So if I'm coach, that's exactly what I'm telling them. We don't have to worry about getting the 3 right now. You can still win it with free throws, so come down, get a quick basket inside the paint, and I guess I would draw up a play right now on my whiteboard to Masamba Nado, who has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 points of his 13 here in the second half.
So he's found the right distance.
And find the big man, let him go up, perhaps get the three-point play the conventional way. If nothing else, let him score, and then come right back down and see if you can't get a steal. 34.9 seconds to go. You do not have a shot clock the rest of the way. It is turned off, so you're going to have to foul quickly and hope they miss a free throw and then come back down here and perhaps get the last second shot on the road. I think that's how I draw it up. Quick one early, quick foul, and then take the last second shot. However, I'm not Coach Jim Wilson in his 9th season. As Oishi falls down, they'll take the timeout. Heads up play by senior Zach Lawson. That was crucial not to get picked up on a turnover there by panicking and either throwing it in on Oishi's slip or trying to knock it off a player, realizing that you've got timeouts left. The Grizzlies have 2. The Scots have 1. Both are in the double bonus. And the Grizzlies enjoy a 54-50 lead with 34.9 seconds remaining in the contest. Both teams at 3-1, but those all non-league games. This one matters. And of course, anytime you can go on the road and steal one away, you've got to count your blessings, but it might be tough being down 4 now by Shorecrest. Two teams have battled it out. Oishi will dribble it up. And now hesitation dribble, and he's whistled for the carry as he heads to the rack. Costly turnover by the senior. And now 27.3 seconds to go. Plenty of time for both teams. They get the ball in. Full court pressure. He almost left it turnover time. Finally to Neal. He'll bring it in with the left hand. Back it goes to Chambers. And a timeout. Brian Hunter wants to talk things over before his team has whistled for 10 count in the backcourt. And they'll get a fresh count in the backcourt and 18.1 seconds to burn, up 4.
I think this is a big win assumably for Glacier because I think Shorecrest has been, there's been a lot of talk about their abilities, and I think it'll matter to Glacier Peak.
Shorecrest only has 1 loss, and that by 1 point, 61-60. That was Friday versus Shorewood. The 1 loss, perhaps even more painful than a 1-point loss to your rival, is a overtime loss, 47-44 to Fort Vancouver back on Saturday. That's the only Grizzly loss. So only 1 point in regulation separates these two teams in their loss. That's 0.5 at the end of regulation. Both teams would come away with the L. And they put the ball on the deck. Here come the Grizzlies. Trying to inbound the ball. They're going to have to do it under some duress and finally call their last timeout. Excellent defense by Shorecrest. And late to get out to pick up the ball, the Grizzlies, after being warned twice to get out of the huddle, had to sprint back to the basketball in order to pick it up. So not only do you have 5 counts ticking against you, but by the time you're able to look down, pick up the basketball, pick it up, and find out where your teammates are, you've already lost 2. So very smart now. So how do things shake up? Well, Grizzlies with a 4-point lead, 54-50, that we can see. 18.1 seconds left on the clock. Both teams in the double bonus, so you'll be shooting free throws on any foul. And only 1 timeout left in the ball game. That ownership belongs to the Scots. And I can't tell who has the possession arrow because it's not up on the board right now. I believe it is the Grizzlies, but I can only guess at this point in time. So they inbound the ball with 16.8 seconds to go. Brady Southard will be the first free throw shooter for the Grizzlies. Alex Hofstrad, his third personal foul. I actually have him for 4 in the official book, so I'll give him 4 here also. Big free throw. That one was mighty. Southard makes it look easy with nothing but the twine. And he hits his second. 16 seconds to go. Here comes Oishi, 56-50. They try to get the ball off now, being hounded. There's the three-pointer on the way. In and out it goes. That should do it. Chambers with a rebound is fouled. Oishi's fourth. And with 5.4, that should all but do it. The game can change so quickly. Southern misses those free throws, and you come down and quickly get a 2. It's a great ball game. 2 with the foul. And instead, you hit both free throws. You put the pressure on the team that's down.
Well, that was an uncharacteristic miss by
Chambers has hit 7 free throws tonight.
I think he doesn't like it with all the people not around him.
And that one falls out. 5.4 seconds to go. Down 6. And Lawson will just tuck it up. Almost got it to fall. Zach Lawson just gave it a heave and wasn't even really looking at the backboard. And it nearly went in. But that's the way things will end here at Glacier Peak High School. The Grizzlies take the first conference game away from the Shorecrest Scots by a score of 56-50. With a great outing in that fourth quarter, really put the pressure on the Scots. The Scots only managed 11 points.